Hello and welcome to My Digital Quill. When you're working on large sheets with lots of rows and columns, a good way to monitor your numbers and dataset is to have a compacted view of this. One way to present an aerial view of your data is by using a feature called Subtotal. This feature also introduces outlining symbols just as we saw in the previous video, but it also works on aggregating the data in the pattern you want to have it sorted. Before accessing the exercise file, in the description link below, please subscribe to this channel and stay updated with our series and more content coming soon. Now let us walk you through Subtotal feature in Excel. In this worksheet, we are given a detailed information about salesperson, region, and city. It's sorted by region and within the region by city on the left side. However, our subject of interest lies in the last three columns to the right where there are financial numbers given. So the concept is that at the end of each city here we want a total, or at the end of each region we want a total. Maybe one, maybe the other, or both. Make sure before using this feature that your data is sorted, just as it is sorted in this worksheet to attain maximum efficiency of this feature. Let's get to the subtotal by going to the Data tab in the ribbon menu. Off to the right, Subtotal. Now every time there's a change in the region we would want to see subtotal, so at each change in region. For the second option down below, most of the time you will see sum. You could also use average, but you cannot mix the two dependent function within the same row. For option 3, let's imagine we would want totals for all the data we see in the background, columns E through I. So it's contact months, number of contacts, the 2019, 2020 sales, and the change all checked, and as we press OK, subtotal feature is in effect now. And we don't readily see this, but as we scroll down, it's appearing in one row right here. What else do we see here? We see outlining symbols to our left, 1, 2, and 3. As we press 2, we're getting totals for each region right here. And pressing 1, just one big grand total, 3. So at different times we can expand and collapse the view this way. Now we might want to sort the data by city within each region, so might as well add another level of subtotal. Back to the Data tab, Subtotal. At each change in city this time. Here too, use a sum function for the same field. Same column headings. Be sure not to replace current subtotal unless if you really want to. So I'll uncheck this box, replace current subtotal, click OK, and now we got subtotal sorted for our cities. Notice now we have 4 outlining numbers to the left, representing 4 different levels. Clicking 3, now you're seeing the total for city. 2, the same for region, and 4 will expand our view. At different time we can expand a portion of this. Let's say for example if you're looking for employees in Edmonton, hit the plus sign adjacent to its left. There we go. And at later times we can collapse it. There's a minus sign down below. We'll simply use it to collapse the view. Also at times we might want to copy this selection to a different sheet. For example, bottom of the screen we'll hit the plus sign to create a new sheet, and I'm going to be highlighting this view of our data to copy it, first of all by pressing Alt semicolon and then pressing Control C. Coming in the new sheet, I'm going to be pressing Control V to paste our data. Now in retrospect, your simple selection of Control C without selection of the visible data would have picked up the data for the entire sheet. This is a common mistake for a lot of us who do not know our way around this keystroke Alt plus semicolon. So creating subtotal for a particular data sheet is relatively quick and easy, and if you work with numbers frequently, you are probably going to find this feature handy. You can turn off the feature by going in Subtotal and removing all selection. So a useful feature to work with data that must be sorted ahead of time.